Bless you. You're not gonna mess with the hair grease. I'm finna fix your hair. Don't bother that top. Leave it alone. Come on and sit down. And what are you on? You don't watch any of this stuff. Stop. Here, get your tablet. What's in this comb? Hush. This has definitely been a long couple of weeks. Things have been very hard and it's starting to wear on me. We were both sick with COVID again for the second time. He had croup twice. We were in the hospital. So I wasn't working because I'm the one that takes care of him. I guess I thought his dad would step up and help. And he didn't. And things got bad. We are behind with the rent. And let me not say we because his dad is not here. I asked him to move out. Or, I mean, he'll tell you he decided on his own, whatever. It doesn't matter. He doesn't live here. We couldn't get it together. He is the type of person that he wants something for nothing. He wants to be able to be here without having to do anything. And that just doesn't work for me. That's not how I was raised. I wasn't raised that a man should stay in your house and not contribute. That he should stay in your house and not make sure that y'all good and taken care of. And that was the issue that we were having. He wanted to be here but didn't want to pay bills. Don't stick your hand in there. Stop. So we've been having that problem like crazy because why do you think that I'm supposed to go to work and work hard and you just get to lay around and do nothing? And when you do go to work, you just want to keep your money. Like, I'm so hurt because I feel like he knew that things were not great and he didn't try to help fix anything. He didn't care. And now that we owe all this money and we're facing possible eviction, he still don't care. Like, I don't get it. He barely even freaking calls. But then he's telling people that he's like world's greatest dad, and he's not. And it just makes me sad because My kids are 18 years apart. And I thought things would be different this go around. Like, we talked about it. We agreed to have this baby. That was the plan. You know, hey, I want to have a baby. Hey, me too. Okay, let's do it. Let's have a baby. That was what we agreed upon. And it just did not go that way. And now we're here and we're having all these issues. And we can barely even have a conversation because he's so angry and upset that I'm not doing what he wants me to do. Because he wants me to bend over backwards and drive him around and do everything that he feels I should be doing while he does absolutely nothing. And that's crazy to me. You want to be responsible for absolutely nothing, but I'm supposed to do everything under the sun to make you happy? It just doesn't make any sense to me. And again, he just feels like because I'm not doing what he wants me to do, he shouldn't do anything for us. And for me, it's like, buddy, your son lives here. Shouldn't you want to make sure your son is straight? But he don't. He don't call and ask if he hungry, if he ate, if he got diapers. None of that. He does absolutely none of that. And I don't know how I feel about that. But I keep cordial, and when he does decide to call, I make sure that they talk because it's not my job to not let them speak to each other. It's not my job to keep my kids from their dads. Like, their dads will ruin the relationships on their own. It's not my place to do it. And I don't. And I won't. Like, I'm never going to be that mom. Sit down, please. Sit down. Let mommy finish, okay? So I owe January and February's rent. I managed to get January's rent, and I tried to go and pay it today. I was super excited about paying January's rent. I mean, like, I was really, really excited about this. I got off work, called myself trying to run up there and get a money order so that I could pay it because my complex, they call themselves punishing me. So they took my online pay away. I cannot pay online because being with his dad, the rent got paid late quite often. So they took away the online feature. Can't pay it online. You pay your rent late too many times? No. So for me, I feel like it just makes things harder. Like, you took this feature away from me as a punishment, but all it's doing is hindering me from being able to get you your money right away. Like, I'm trying to pay you and I can't because you decided that I'm on punishment. That's crazy to me. I'm on punishment, so I gotta try to hurry up and get y'all the money. I feel like it's just their way of making sure that they get extra money. Like, because if it take longer for you to pay us, that means we can charge you late fees. And that's what they do. My rent for this 2-bedroom, 2-bath manufactured home is $14.59. That is crazy. That is that much money. It's crazy. My house is not updated. I don't have an island. I don't have a porch. I don't have a fence yard. And there's some kind of animal in my kitchen wall or under my stove trying to get into my house. Not really sure, but I know it's in there somewhere. We hear it every night. My bathroom ceiling leaks when it rains. You know what they told me? Don't turn on the light when it rains. That was over 2 years ago. They still have not fixed it. They charged me over $300 worth of fees for January's rent. That's crazy. I get it. It was late, but why are those fees that much money? Because I won't sign a lease. My rent went up $250 because I don't want to be locked in here. And you know what? I'm not opposed to signing a lease. I would have signed a lease. But they don't want to give me a 3-bedroom. I said, if I'm going to pay all of this money, let me upgrade. Transfer me to something bigger. That's all I'm asking for. I don't think that's a lot. Like, why can't I get something bigger? I'm paying you all this money. Shouldn't I be able to pay for space? They made me apply like I didn't live here. Like I'm not already a resident. I had to do an application fee, submit driver's licenses, social security cards, all of that crap. Like I don't already live here. I live here already. But these are the things that I had to do. Like I don't live here. And it's crazy. We go, look at a place. It was a very nice place. 3-bedroom. It had a nice little porch. It had a bigger yard. Like it was cute. It was a really, really cute place. And stop. Told them I liked it. Told them that that's the one that I wanted. Instead of the lady taking me back to the office to fill out the paperwork for it, she said, okay, we'll call you. They rented it to somebody else because apparently I was supposed to go back to the office right then and fill out paperwork for that. But nobody told me that. I was under the impression that that place would have been attached to my application because everywhere else I live, that's how it works. You see a place, you apply for it, and they attach your application to that. Well, that's not what they did. They didn't do that. So I kept calling about it, and they gave it away. They finally told me that they gave it away, which sucks. It was not great. Like, I was very hurt by that. Kyron, stop. Stop it and get your hair combed. Like, I was just very, very hurt by that because, I thought me and my kids were about to have a bigger place. Kyron. My son don't like it. He ain't got no choice because it's time for it to be fixed. It got to be Then I called and I said, hey, what's going on? Like, when are you guys gonna give us, a bigger place? Like, what's going on with that? Oh, okay. We didn't forget about you. We're gonna give you something. Okay. Y'all gonna give me something. They take me and show me a house that they've already rented to somebody else. Not to mention, it's not a house that I want. It sits right on top of a swamp. It had no yard whatsoever. And it was very small. It was smaller than where I'm at now. And she's going to say, yeah, it's pretty small. First of all, why are you showing me a house that belonged to somebody else? They come in to sign their lease today. Why are you even showing me this? Like, who do that? She's going to tell me, oh, we are cash on hand company. So if you got money, then it's yours. Why would I want, like, I would be very upset if I was driving and had an appointment, got all the way to that place, and they told me, oh, we gave your spot away. Because that's exactly what they were doing to that man. And I'm like, no, like, first of all, I don't like this house. It doesn't work for me. And it belongs to somebody else. Like, I have a kid. I need a yard so he can go outside and play. Not what y'all got going on. This ain't gonna work. What are we supposed to do with this? He can't go outside and play in this because there's no outside to go to. It didn't work. Then they said, well, we can't show you nothing else because none of the other houses have stairs on them. We waiting on the stairs. Okay. Somebody was supposed to have called me when the stairs came in. Okay, I'm seeing all these houses get stairs, but nobody has called me to go and look at any houses. Then I had to work, so they took my daughter to look at a house. Again, it's another small house that the people who previously lived there ransacked. So she FaceTimes me at work, and this house is a freaking mess. Like, and I've seen this house before because I've lived where I live at for quite some time. Like, so I've seen quite a few houses in here. And I was very upset. Like, I felt very disrespected. Like, this is what y'all doing. Y'all not actually trying to get me a place. You just trying to get me to shut up and get out of y'all hair, because why would y'all bring us here? Like, what's going on? Like, I'm confused. Like, nobody is really actually trying to do anything for us. And it's like, it's bothering me. It's bothering me a lot. Because I'm just not understanding, like, why are we not worth a place to stay? Why is this what's happening to us? You charging me all this money. You won't fix my house. You won't transfer me. And then I'm being penalized because we got sick with COVID. And I'm being treated like I have not lived here for over 5 years and paid my rent. I get it. It's a business. Things have to be done. I didn't just not pay my rent. I was sick. My son was sick. I couldn't work because I had to be with him. But there's like no compassion for that. Instead, I'm being looked at like I'm just some loser that's trying to get over on them. When I went in there to pay January's rent, they were very rude to me today. We told you we don't accept partial payments. I assumed, and that's my fault for assuming, but I assumed when they said we don't accept partial payments, that they just meant we don't accept partial payments for what you owe for that month. So, because I have to go to court to figure out if we're going to be evicted or not. And that is next week on Valentine's Day, which sucks because it's on Valentine's Day, but whatever. I assumed that I just had to pay January's rent because that's what I'm going to court for, because I owe January's rent. And that's what the papers say. Okay. February's rent is not paid yet either, but I just started back getting hours at work. So, I got to do what I got to do. Like, I'm doing the best that I can with what I got. Like, and I feel like I'm not getting the recognition for that. And I get it. Like, they the rental company. They don't have to give me recognition. They don't have to care. And they don't. They don't care at all. Which is why we're in the situation that we in. But y'all don't have to be rude, You don't have to be rude. You don't got to be nasty. You don't got to try to make me feel like crap. And that's exactly like where we're at. Like, I feel like crap. Kyron, you making this process way longer than it gotta be. I could already be doing that. Yeah, I could already be doing that. You just sat still. I could be done. That's twisted the wrong way. I feel like that should be twisted this way. It's not working. Stop it. Stop it. Sit down. Kyron, it is not that serious. Kyron, it is not that serious. I don't know what to do. I feel really defeated today, and I'm sad because I don't know what's going to happen next week. I don't know if I can go in there with this money order and pay the January rent and they accept that. I don't know if I can tell them, hey, I can pay February's rent next week and then I'll be back on track. Quite frankly, I don't even want to live here anymore. It's just so much money. I'm paying all this money. It's not all inclusive. I don't even have a room for my son. There's some type of freaking animal monster in my kitchen. Like, potholes all in the street. People don't put their garbage cans away. it's just, I don't know. I'm not happy. And I'm just so mad at his dad because I feel like if he would have just been a better man, none of this would have happened. If he would have just stepped up and said, you know what, she's taking care of my son. Let me do what I got to do. Instead, I get stuff like, oh, I can't pay the rent because I got robbed. They took all my money. I can't pay the rent because I gotta pay this or I gotta pay that or I'm not paying bills where I don't feel respected. It's like there's always some excuse. I'm not paying bills in the house and I can't even get a ride. You can get a ride, but I'm not your personal taxi. Because at the end of the day, you're a grown man, you're 41 years old, and I didn't tell you to let your car go. I didn't tell you to crash your car. I didn't tell you to stop paying on your car. All of that was you. And now you sitting here acting like I'm supposed to break my neck to drive you when and wherever you feel you want to go. And then I'm supposed to sit there and wait for you. Because I can't let you drive my car because when you do, you never come back. Because I let him drive. But for over a year and a half, he was not coming back. I was letting him take me to work. He would forget to pick me up. I'd have to call and ask for a ride. Or I'd be sitting and my coworker study saying, I thought he was on the way. I thought he was on the way. Because every time I call, it's, oh, I'm around the corner. Oh, I'm at the gas station. Oh, I'm coming up the street. And he wouldn't even be anywhere near my job. It's like, I don't know. I'm better than I was when I got off of work and left the rental office because I did have to come home and take a shower so I could cry in peace because I was so hurt and sad that they would not take that money. But we will get through this. Things will get better. And hopefully something shakes and I get in a position where me and my kids can move and I can comfortably take care of us. Stop. He's super whiny because it's past his bedtime, and I think he's coming down with something again. His nose is constantly running, and he has like a weird something going on in his chest, which more than likely means he's probably getting croup again. My baby has literally been sick since he was born. He was born a preemie, and he didn't rebound like all the other preemie babies that we know. I would be 1.5, and he's just 18 pounds. My girlfriend that had a little girl born at the same time. She's almost 25 pounds. And I know every kid is different, but I feel like, I don't know, being born early and him being sick all the time, I don't know. It just seems like it's all connected. And I really can't afford for him to be sick because I can't afford to take no more time off of work. Especially now that I'm about to have to start paying for daycare because his sister got a job, so she can't watch him for me anymore. And I don't know what I'm going to do because I can't afford daycare. I asked his dad, and I have not heard back from him. Usually when I ask him for money, he picks a fight with me, so he don't have to give me any money. So, I don't know. I guess we will see what happens.